This episode will be dedicated to the latest release from the LA based folk artist known as Haylie Davis and her new single called Wandering Star. And if you want to hear more, please stick around. This is All Gas, No Trash. My name's Adam, and welcome back to the program. And welcome to a brand new episode. It has been quite some time since we've talked about Haley Hotstetter, or Haylie Davis as her proper artist name. And if you've known her or follow her pretty extensively, she was also known as Lady Appletree and also known for her other project, Will and Haley. But long are those days gone, and now do we focus on her latest incarnation, which again is Haylie Davis. And we had her introduction to her new sound, which is more contemporary, well, at least compared to her other tracks, more contemporary folk music in the 70s era, and it's been kind of a mixed bag for me personally. I mean, I did enjoy Golden Age, the episode that we did as an introduction to Haylie Davis featured the song Golden Age, but I haven't been too particularly fond of the two songs that we heard, which were both Young Man and Country Boy. But I'm hopeful that this latest single will hopefully change my opinion, but there's plenty to talk about, so let's go ahead and get into it. As far as doing a recap on Haylie Hotstetter, or excuse me, Haylie Davis, there is quite a bit of information to share. For starters, we now have the date for the debut album, which is on June 5th, and it is titled Wandering Star, which is also simultaneously the name of the track that we're going to be listening to. In addition to that, if you haven't had a chance to check out our episode titled Violet Grohl Artist Recap or Artist Recap Violet Grohl, we shared some interesting information about the connection between Haylie Davis and also Violet Grohl, who is another artist that is also seemingly going to release a debut album herself, the daughter of David Grohl. And there is a common thread to be shared between them, and also Kate Bollinger if you're a fan of her music. But if you want to find out more, go ahead and check out that episode. We'll list it as one of the end cards for this particular episode. And there have been other releases on Haylie Davis's part that she has released, including Country Boy and also Young Man, that I wasn't particularly fond of and I didn't feel like making an episode on. But I hope that story changes with this latest song called Wandering Star. But yeah, there's one song that I feel like I've been blueballed and also edged on that is called Lonely 2, and I have the track list available on Bandcamp for me. So this song is number 7, I think. No, it is number 9, and I've been looking forward to this song for so long that it actually is not it's not one of the singles, and it's the one that I wanted the most because I've heard it and it's got a sliding guitar, and I forgot the guy's name, but his name's like Cat something. The one of the people that is featured in the album that I'm sure we'll see the credits, or we'll see him in the credits. His name's Cat something. He's a sliding guitar player, and fuck, that song rules. But I can't believe we don't have it as one of the singles, because I personally would have been hyped to hear that track. And that's me like digressing and getting away from the actual song that we're going to be listening to, which is again called Wandering Stars. So let's go ahead and give it a listen. Pull it up on your digital streaming platform of choice, and I will have the links for both, or rather for Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, and also YouTube for you to check out. And I think I'll have it as one of the end cards if I can. If it's a music video that I can add as an end card, I'll do so. So whether you are listening to this as a podcast episode or you're listening on YouTube, you will have the link available to you to check out at your discretion. So once again, we're checking out Wandering Star from Haylie Davis. Go ahead and pull it up on your digital streaming platform of choice, and let's give it a whirl. Going in. All right, welcome back. That was Haylie Davis with her track called Wandering Star. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Probably sat here for 30 or 40 minutes listening to this song on repeat, in addition to listening to both Country Boy and also Young Man, the two singles that were released before this one. And I feel as though I'm probably more conflicted than I ever have been about this project. And I nearly deleted the episode because I felt like if I was going to be this conflicted or wishy-washy about the music, that I probably shouldn't even bother following up, because yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it. And the saving grace is that I'm already in this deep with this episode that I feel like I just have to make the whole thing and release it because I'm already this deep. So if there were things to say about this track in a positive light, is that I think this is by far the best vocal performance from Haylie Davis that I've heard. And the complaint that I've had, that I've probably stated numerous times in different episodes, is that um, I felt like she kind of sat in the higher notes a lot of the times. And yes, she does have a vibrato that she consistently uh, features in her tracks, but I felt like she never really took us on a musical roller coaster going for the lower and mid notes. Uh, so I feel like I got that with this song, but then I felt in terms of the instrumental portion that it felt kind of bare bones. But that's kind of, I don't want to say it's expected for folk music, but it kind of got monotonous. And I thought it could have used accents or highlights or stabs from the sliding guitar that has been featured on a song like Young Man. I thought it could have made it more lively, and it just kind of like it was just okay. And I felt like this was the strongest performance that we've heard from Haylie Davis in terms of vocals until, Lonely 2 comes out. I really love that song, but that's just kind of been my struggle with the singles that we've heard from this project. I just feel like I'm constantly getting blue balls or edged, for lack of a better term, where the song could escalate or climax, and I feel like I want it to explode in the way that a Wise Blood song would do, where it has violins crescendoing and just adding to the ambience of the track, in addition to having, and I'm not sure if it's like a harpsichord, but it's a piano that kind of sounds like a harpsichord. But the song just never escalates to that occasion, or it doesn't rise to that occasion. It just kind of, sails on without any real peaks. But and I guess if there were peaks, it's featured within Haylie Davis's vocals. But I just want everything to kind of come together and explode in that fashion. But yeah, that's where I sit with this music at this moment, and I just, if it's not one thing, it's another. It's like, oh wow, this is just a really great instrumental track, but then all the criticisms that I had about Haylie Davis not, kind of sitting in the same pocket as far as like the notes that she's tackling in her vocals. I don't know how to describe it, but this is like, it's not a 1-to-1 comparison, but for me, it's like John Mayer kind of making that wah wah sound in his voice. Like every word that comes out of his mouth is like a short A sound, the sound. And with Haylie, it's like everything is high notes, vibrato, and she never takes it low. With this song, like I said, this song kind of does that. It does take you on that roller coaster where she starts hitting lower notes and higher notes and everything in between. And I felt like I haven't got that with the other tracks, with the exception of maybe Golden Age, which was the first single that was released. But I don't know. It just leaves me more confused on whether I should even tackle the album review or the upcoming debut album, which is called Wandering Star. If I had to be perfectly honest, the only reason that I am invested in this music is because I feel the bar for folk music is so low, especially in California, where I feel as though folk or country is probably at the bottom of the totem pole as far as genres that people are paying attention to. But, I mean, we might be long from the days of Laurel Canyon, especially in the 60s and 70s, the counterculture movement. I mean, Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Joni Mitchell. Like, I get it, man. I get it. Especially within the copyright for the album itself that says all this crap about Joni Mitchell and stuff. And it's trying to illustrate this, like, through line from Joni Mitchell to Haylie Davis herself to say, oh yeah, she's from, like, the same lineage. I mean, not by blood relation, but just by a musical relation, so to speak. And like I said, there's not a lot of things out there. And the last thing that I kind of cared about as far as folk music or country music goes was this artist named Jess Williamson that moved out from Texas, and I think it was posted up in Long Beach for a hot minute, and then she had more success with her band called Plains, which was like a collaboration with her and another artist. And that's kind of been like the last thing that I paid attention to as far as like folk music goes. And even further back, I mean, we had First Aid Kit that, I don't know, man. It's just, I just wanted to put my stamp on something that I thought was promising. And even if I have mixed feelings about it, I think I still believe in the project. I'm not in love with it. And I really wanted to be invested in this for as long as I've been following this music, dating all the way back to when the project or whatever was called Will and Haylie, and even through Lady Appletree all the way up until now. But I think this thing might just succeed because it's such a small pond to grow out of, that I think even Haylie Davis can have success herself, where, again, the field is so thin that it almost doesn't matter who she's competing against because she's pretty decent. Like, I mean, even with as critical as I am, I think she's pretty decent. And, hopefully, I don't know. Maybe this debut album will change my opinion, but, at this time, I feel fucking conflicted about all the songs that I've heard from Haylie Davis at this juncture. And I want more. Like, I want more, but I know in my heart of hearts that the song that I think a lot of people, and I'm hoping that's the case, I'm hoping going forward that there will be one song that will just set her ablaze, and everybody will fucking love this music going forward, and they'll buy the tickets to go see her perform. But if I had to personally say what track I thought was the strongest, I think Lonely 2, T-O-O, just to point that out, Lonely 2 is the track that I hope people check out and give a listen, and we'll see what the rest of the album holds. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Let's see if I put this out. Maybe I'll delete this after rambling for I don't know how long. But yeah, fuck it, man. I'll put it out. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch y'all next time.